I'm coming around more to this idea that words don't have as much power as we think they do. They definitely have some, sometimes more than others. I think there's more power that lies in our ears, and by extension, our actions. And this goes back to that whole, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make any sound. If you think about it, as if that tree was someone giving a speech. And the whole if no one is around thing is, well, what if no one attended that speech? What if no one was on the streets while someone's yelling from a soapbox? But the fact that there's no one around to hear it doesn't matter that it's being said, because it has no effect on anyone if there's no ears around to hear it. When you look at all these great speakers, would they be as good speakers if no one attended? I've kind of always lived with the idea that it's not really what people say, it's how you take them. And I know we've all heard that all the time. And I feel like sometimes it's usually coupled with a dismissive, oh, it doesn't matter if someone's mean to you, it doesn't matter if they say mean things to you, it just matters how you feel about it, so it's really your fault. You know, I don't completely disagree with that. I do definitely agree with it does matter with what you do with that information, but I'm also not trying to dismiss if someone says something that's meant to hurt you, because of course it still does hurt. But I do think that your ears and by extension your actions outweigh the so-called power of an external being saying something at you. They definitely have power. It definitely does affect us because we're humans and we're emotional. But I don't think it has as much power as our actions and our ears do. Talking to someone online or hearing a Zoom call, it's like you can put yourself on mute or you can, mute them. And it's like they've got no power over you because you can't hear them. If that's true, then we have more power than we think we do when people just speak their mind. Whether it's right or wrong, whether you believe it or not, unless you hear them and then also listen to them, like you take in what they say and then you influence your actions thereafter, unless you do that part, like it's lost, or it can be lost, or it can have no effect on you if you choose to. And again, I'm not trying to dismiss people saying things that you don't like or people actually trying to hurt you, but I do think recognizing that your ears have more power than someone's words, I hope it would encourage people to feel stronger against maybe negative entities that are trying to hurt you. You can't control what someone else says, nor should you, but you can control how you feel about certain things. And I don't think this needs to be like a, toughen up, buttercup, like fix it right away, but maybe it's something we can work on for ourselves, that little by little, when someone is trying to hurt our feelings or trying to hurt us or saying things about us that aren't true, I think over time, if we can tell ourselves, I don't need to let that affect my day, I have that choice to do so, I think there's a sense of empowerment there that I think we often write off or don't think about because we're so focused on the external of they're mean, they're doing this thing to me, I can't control that, so it's just gonna happen. And I feel like you gotta get your power back, because if that person is mean, if they're saying mean shit to you, especially if it's not true, let that tree fall and just don't be around to hear it.